Hello students, this video is in continuation with the previous one where we defined EMF, terminal voltage and internal resistance. So definitions we are already knowing. In this video we will talk about what is the relationship between these three: EMF, terminal voltage and internal resistance. Let me remind you what these things are. For this, we made a simple diagram for your understanding only. Otherwise, specific diagrams are there. Here, we made a cell. This box is showing a cell. Okay. And this wire means here different components we can connect: an ammeter, a load, this, that, whatever. So, when switch will be on, key is inserted, that time there will be flow of current throughout the circuit. Okay, that thing we are knowing. Here we have to talk about what is EMF. Before inserting the key, what is the potential difference between the two terminals of cell? That is EMF. After inserting key, the potential difference between two terminals, okay, that is terminal voltage. Why there is difference before and after one, means between EMF and terminal voltage? Due to internal resistance. Okay, so let us talk about relationship. Here we are with the diagram. In this diagram you can see here it is a cell. This is a load represented by R resistance. And this thing, this zigzag wire is showing internal resistance. Internal resistance inside the cell. You can make it like this also. Means here I made a symbol for cell and here it is a symbol showing resistance. To avoid any confusion, you can simply make it like this. Means on cell, on upside or on one side you can write epsilon EMF, on other side R. So these two things are together. Simple thing. Okay. And so when current is flowing through this circuit, as you can see here it is epsilon, here it is potential difference between the two terminals. With V we are writing. When charge will be flowing, that flow of charge will feel some resistance. One resistance from here, another from here, internal resistance. Okay. So, if we have to calculate total resistance, it became R plus R. As we already mentioned, current flowing through it is I. So, current drawn from the cell is I. Total resistance we are knowing, current we are knowing, we can calculate EMF of the cell. Current into total resistance. So, I had written I and in bracket R plus R. On multiplying this I with capital R and small r, internal resistance, which is, we got IR plus I small r. So this is I and this is R. R is resistance outside the cell. On multiplication of this, we are getting this V. What it is? Terminal voltage. And when we are multiplying current with internal resistance, we are getting which thing? Voltage drop inside the cell. Hence, we can write this equation in this way. Epsilon is equal to V plus small v. Or voltage drop, small v, is equal to epsilon minus V. Okay. So, how we are calculating internal resistance? Here we dropped a derivation. Here we left it like this. Further I had written that internal resistance, as we know that we can calculate by dividing voltage drop with current flowing through it. Okay, so R is equal to V upon I. But value of V from here we got is epsilon minus V. So epsilon minus V divided by I. So as we know, V is equal to IR. So value of I from here we can put there, that is V upon R. This R will go upside now. We can write this equation as R bracket epsilon minus V upon V. Now we will divide epsilon by V, means we are going to expand it properly. We got it, R in bracket epsilon upon V, then V upon V will become 1 minus 1. Now let us talk about factor affecting internal resistance of the cell. We are going to discuss about 4 factors. Okay. First of all, the factor I had written is surface area of electrons. Larger the area, less the internal resistance. Why it is so? See, if in electrolyte more area is there, here it is a liquid and here it is an electrode, or both electrode I can show. More the surface area means more area is in contact with electrolyte. Hence, more ions can move, so less will be the internal resistance. Then next is distance between the electrodes. As we know, more will be, if more distance is there, then more will be the number of collision. More collisions means more internal resistance. It will take more time to move from, that ions will take more time to move from one electrode to another, or electrolyte to electrode we can say. So more will be the internal resistance. Then nature of and concentration of electrolyte. Higher concentration, higher the internal resistance. Okay. Then temperature of electrolyte. With increase in temperature, electrolyte dissociates at high rate, we can say. So with increase in temperature, less internal resistance we are getting. So let us conclude once again. Here, if larger the area, then lesser the resistance. More the distance between electrode, more the internal resistance. Higher the concentration, higher the internal resistance. Then higher the temperature, lesser the resistance. You can see here second and third point direct relation, first and fourth point are showing inverse. Hope it is clear to you. Thanks to all of you.